What's up everybody, welcome to Money Management channel. My name is Andrei and today I'm gonna be doing an update on MMTLP and FINRA saga.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed, born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up.
And on today's video I will show you the latest news directly related to our story. I will show you some updates, some deadlines and basically some announcements for the end of this week. On top of that, I will show you some interesting results in regards to the potential immunity of authorities, and this might be a very good update in order to sue authorities and in order to solve our problem. On top of that, I will show you quite weird activity from a couple of broker-dealers in regards to the next bridge hydrocarbon ticker symbol. And before we dive deep into all of this, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. On top of that, guys, drop me a line in the comment section if you think my videos are valuable for the community. So let's start with the news itself. Just yesterday I showed you this news that we have another letter of support from Senator Sanders, and many people from our community were inspired by this letter, and a lot of people want to contact to their Congress members in order to have some additional support in our case. And let me show you this tweet that was written by Due Diligence. He wrote this: if you are a constituent of Reps Comer and McHenry and you would like me to write a personalized letter for you, just DM me and we can take care of it. I've done few the last 24 hours. Happy to do more. These are not simple form letters. They contain information about you and ask for subpoena. Aside from that, this is what I include in the packet: your cover letter, the Norman letter, FINRA's response, next bridge's reply, the critique I wrote outlining all of FINRA's omissions, corporate action 1, corporate action 2, TD Ameritrade letter outlining how the 9th and 12th was supposed to trade every single congressional letter we have had. And guys, I think it is very useful for the community to have this support from Due Diligence and to have his help, and definitely it might lead us to another huge breakthrough in our case. And guys, shout out to Due Diligence because he is trying to help, consistently trying to help to solve this problem. On top of that, guys, all of these actions should lead us to some actions from Congress members, and we definitely know that this action should be a subpoena. And let me show you what did Richard Hoffman write in regards to this case. This is sent in my individual capacity with regard to the cavalier way that Congress is moving all the necessary subpoenas. If some brave committee chair issues one, they will be a hero, and the very pendency of a subpoena is likely to result in a full resolution. And yes, I think we have to just slightly push this case forward. But the Congress has to slightly push this case forward. And I don't think that the subpoena by itself will solve this problem. But the fact that this subpoena is filed, this might be a huge breakthrough in our case. And definitely if it doesn't work, I mean the anticipation of a subpoena, the subpoena itself is definitely a game changer in our case. So let me remind you that again, a lot of people were inspired by this activity and by the letter from Bernie Sanders. And let me remind you that Don Fis made a huge job in order to push our case forward, because just recently he completed his trip, his business trip to Washington DC, where he met with plenty of Congress members. I think he had in total he had more than 100 meetings with Congress members, and definitely all of this might lead to the results, to the resolution, and to the support, to the broader support from both branches of Congress. And a shout out to Don Fis as well. And by the way, guys, let me show you quite interesting update, and let me do this announcement for you. So Junk Savvy wrote this tweet 14 hours ago: the men of the MMTLP army on fire. Beat Blue and don't join Dennis Neal on What's Bugging Me podcast to discuss all things in regard to MMTLP fiasco. Join Dennis, me, and our special guests to continue the conversation. 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. By the way, guys, by the time of this video will be published, I think this podcast will be published as well. And that is why you basically can easily listen to this podcast and make your own conclusion how useful this podcast is. And let me remind you that Dennis Neal each and every Friday hosts his podcast, and he has as a special guest someone from our community. And definitely this leads to the much bigger attention to our case, and eventually it will lead to some kind of resolution. So you can find this information on Junk Savvy Twitter account, or you can use Dennis Neal Twitter account as well. And here you can see this announcement where Don Fis and Curtis will be a special guests in his podcast. So let me show you further. Richard Hoffman also hosts a live stream videos with special guests on a weekly basis, and let me quote you his latest announcement. He posted this just yesterday, and he said, "Interesting and different kind of guests on Sunday livestream, 8 p.m. Eastern on YouTube. Dr. Ken Peller, director of the Cognitive Neuroscience program at Northwestern University, will be my guest. Hopefully, we will be able to provide some invaluable insights for us going through this difficult time." So, I think it also might be quite useful. Next news, and for now we are approaching to some bigger announcements in regards to our case. So, Junk Savvy wrote this tweet just several hours ago, and she said, "Supreme Court rules 9-0 consumers may sue any federal agency for violation of law, provided that Congress has made provisions to do so." And here's the direct speech. "Congress's judgment commands our respect, and the law it has adopted speaks clearly. A consumer may sue any federal agency for defying the law's terms," Gorsuch said. And I have to say that on the one hand, yes, it is a very positive decision, but on the other hand, we have to read and realize this tweet that was published by Mark Basile. Everyone needs to really calm down and not read headlines like the law. Sovereign immunity is still intact. Read the case, best source to understand. And he also added this link in order to prove his words. And definitely, guys, in each and every case, we should rely on the people who has an experience in this field. And that is why Mark Basile is one of our headliners. And that is why we should rely on his opinion. And we have to be very cautious with any of our decisions. So let me show you further. In regards to the recent steamroller case, you can see that Marcus made this tweet and John Burda reposted it. Steamroller case had an update yesterday. 1. The OTC's defense added the dismissal from the Horsani vs. Finner case from January 25th, 2024. 2. They are adding the Finner letter to Ralph Norman from January 31st, 2024. I love that they added this latest Finner letter, which has been debunked and trashed for the past 2 weeks. This is not the update I was expecting, but it's moving. And he added this screenshot of the update itself, and these are 2 exhibits that were added. And guys, the second add-on is really weird, because this letter that was written by Finner in response to the letter, let me show you this Finner's letter. It was written on January 31st, and this letter doesn't have any answers to the questions that was asked by Ralph Norman's office, and their letter that was published back in December of 2023. That is why it is extremely interesting to see what kind of resolution they want to have, and definitely Steamroller case might be very interesting in regards to its results. On top of that, guys, let me remind you that Mark Basil just a couple of weeks ago announced that he will file another lawsuit that will include all the latest updates, and definitely he has a client who want to file this case, and this case is in the stage of preparation. That is why just wait for this announcement, and I think it will be another bombshell in our case. So let me show you for now quite weird activity. Sensei reposted this tweet that was made by Victor TYC, and as you can see, it is a screenshot from one of broker dealers, and you can see that it is a NXBR ticker symbol, and this ticker symbol is nothing else but the next bridge hydrocarbons. And here you can see that on a daily time frame it was several orders, and it is quite weird orders. Potentially it might be some kind of glitch, with the selling price of around $30 per share. And guys, it is not the only mention of NXBR ticker symbol. You can see in the comment section as well several mentions of this ticker symbol, and I tried to search where we can find this ticker symbol from Google, and I found two companies. One of them is Trading 212, which has a direct mention of next bridge hydrocarbons, but it is unlisted. And as you can see, we have quite a weird situation. It is trying to load some information, but it cannot. And the next broker dealer who has the same ticker symbol in its list is Mumu Technologies. And here you can see that NXBR, Next Bridge Hydrocarbons, is also unlisted, and we don't have any activity right here. So how to interpret this news? Basically, I don't know, but the weirdest part of this information is that only two broker dealers have this mention of NXBR ticker symbol in its list of symbols, and none of other broker dealers have it. So why? I don't know, and we have to find it out. So I think that's all information that I want to provide you. If you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel with notification bell, and see you guys and girls next time. Bye!
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, doing no cap. Only God wants you.